And here's the thing people don't know about starting a business in Singapore. You don't actually need to move here. You don't need to fly here. You don't even need to be here to set up your company. The entire incorporation process can be done remotely from your laptop, wherever you are in the world right now. I've worked with founders from the UK, Philippines, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, all in completely different industry, completely different background, and at some point, every single one of them ended up doing the same thing. And here's what I realized from Singapore's data. December 2025 alone saw over 6,000 new companies registered in Singapore. That's a 43% surge from the year before. The honest answer when I asked them why, the truth is, Singapore just makes business easier. English is the official business language here, making it one of the most accessible environment in Asia for international founders. The legal system is built on English common law, familiar, enforceable, and neutral. Contracts mean something, and for Chinese founders especially, Singapore is a rare place where Eastern culture meets Western business infrastructure. The perfect test bed for going global. And once you are incorporated, you unlock proper banking infrastructure, global payment rails, enterprise client credibility, and access to Singapore government grants worth tens of thousands of dollars. I've actually done a video like that, so I put a link here. Singapore ranks second globally in the IMD World Competitiveness Ranking, the most competitive business environment in Asia. So the real question isn't why Singapore, it's how do you actually do it without moving here, and that's exactly what I'll be sharing in this video. Hi, I'm Edmund. I've been creating content on entrepreneurship, business building, and what it really takes to grow a company here in Southeast Asia. I started entrepreneurship 5 years ago, where I started my first business hustle venture, a finance newsletter business where I was able to build from 0 to 1 million impressions in under a year. From there, I started 2 different companies, Hustle Media and Venture Studio, where I mainly do media production, digital marketing, and events marketing. So when I talk about registering a company and dealing with compliances, this is the stuff I've lived through personally. Here's why serious founders across Southeast Asia choose Singapore as their company base. Number 1, global credibility. A Singapore private limited company is recognized worldwide. When you're dealing with enterprise clients, international investors, and global banks, private limited carries weight the most. Other jurisdictions in Southeast Asia simply don't. Number 2, tax efficiency. Singapore offers a competitive corporate tax rate of 17%, along with startup tax exemption that specifically reduce tax liability in the initial years. For new company, the first 100,000 of chargeable income is 75% exempt, effectively meaning you pay very little corporate tax in your early years. Number 3, 100% foreign ownership. A foreigner can own 100% of a Singapore private limited company. There is no requirement to have a local shareholder. You keep full control of your business. Number 4, remote incorporation. The entire incorporation process can be completely remote through a registered agent or corporate advisory firm. Many steps, including company name reservation and constitute submission, are carried out online via Accra BizFile system. You don't need to actually be there. Number 5, gateway to capital and grants. The Singapore government runs some of the most generous SME grant scheme in Southeast Asia. So that's the why. Now, the how. Before we walk through the steps, there's one rule that catches almost every foreign founders off guard. Every business in Singapore must have at least one local resident director or authorized representative to manage the company. If you are a foreign entrepreneur looking to establish a business entity in Singapore while continuing to reside outside the country, you must appoint a local resident director. This person must be a Singapore citizen, permanent resident, or holder of an employment pass or entry pass. So if you are based in KL, Jakarta, Manila, or anywhere outside Singapore, you can own 100% of the company, but you need someone local on the board as a director. Now there are 2 ways to handle this. Option A, find a local co-founder or partner. If you have a trusted Singapore-based partner who can take on this role, that's the cleanest solution. They become a resident director and you have covered. Option B, appoint a nominee director through a registered corporate service provider. This is the most common route for foreign founders going solo. Now take note that the cost of a professional nominee director service typically starts from $1,500 to $4,000 per year with a refundable security deposit. The 3 non-negotiable documents you must have is a service agreement, an undated resignation letter, and a deed of indemnity. Right, now let's talk about what you need to have ready before you start any application. 1, your company name. You need it to be unique, not similar to existing company. not offensive, and not containing restrictive words. You can check availability on Accra BizFile portal. 2. Your business activity. You will need to select a SSIC code, Singapore Standard Industrial Classification, that matches what your company does. Pick the one that most accurately describes your primary business. 3. Director and shareholder details. For every director and shareholder, you'll need full legal name, passport number, date of birth, nationality, and residential address. 4. A registered local address. Every Singaporean company must have a physical Singapore address on record. You can use a registered address service, typically ranging from $250 to $500 per year. 5. Paid up capital. The minimum paid up capital required is $1. You can start with $1 and increase it later when you're ready to inject funds. 6. Your corporate service provider. All foreign business must engage a corporate service provider to register their business in Singapore. Their requirement applies to all business structure. You cannot register through BizFile as a foreigner without SingPass. Your CSP submit the application on your behalf. Okay, let me walk you through the actual step-by-step process. Step 1. Choose and engage your corporate service provider. This is your first real decision. Your CSP handles the registration, provides your nominee director if needed, and become your ongoing compliance partner. Choose carefully. Look for Accra registered CSP, transparent pricing, and clear nominee director arrangement. Step 2. Submit your proposed company name online via Accra BizFile system. A fee of $15 applies. Upon approval, the name is reserved for 60 days. Most names are approved within just hours actually. Step 3. Prepare your incorporation documents. Your CSP will prepare your company constitution, essentially a company rule book, along with declaration of consent from all directors and shareholders. You will need to complete your KYC verification online, passport upload, address proof, identity check. This is done digitally. Step 4. File your Accra. The total administration fee, including name application, comes to $315. But don't worry, your CSP files this through BizFile on your behalf. Step 5. Receive your UEN. Upon approval, Accra typically issues an e-certification of incorporation and UEN within 1 to 2 working days. Your UEN is your company official ID. You'll use it for everything from opening a bank to applying for government grants. So you may want to write that down. Step 6. Appoint your company secretary. Take note, it must be done within 6 months. And step 7, which is opening a corporate bank account. This is where foreign founders hit the most friction. Foreigner can open a Singapore business bank account after incorporation, but banks apply strict due diligence checks, especially for non-residents. You may be required to provide detailed business information and complete identity verification, something through video call or in-person visit, depending on your bank. Many foreign founders start with a digital bank or EMI that you can use Aspire, AirWallex, Wise Business, which I use. They are much faster and remote. Once all that is done, then move it to a traditional bank like DBS or OCBC once they have built some company history. It's a smart move if you plan this out early. Now let me share my own experience here in Singapore, because the theory is one thing, but the reality is another thing. When I set up my corporate secretary, there's a lot of questions and answers that I need to go back and forth, and there are a lot of processes that is required. And I cannot imagine as a foreign entity, if you are setting up a company here in Singapore, the number of KYC needed to be done. So if you have a company to work with for your corporate secretary, it will solve a lot of your problem, because you won't have to go a lot of this back and forth, and can be done all remotely on a Zoom call or video call. And with all this headache about setting up a company, I'm glad that I have this sponsor for today, and it's a partnership that makes complete sense given everything we have just covered. Osome is the platform I will recommend to any foreign founders too. They handle your entire journey: Accra registration, nominee director, registered address, company secretary, all bundled, all online, all in one place. No need to juggle 3 different vendors. That's what I've actually been doing. What I want to highlight specifically for foreign founders watching this is Osome provides their nominee director service with no upfront deposit required. That's actually rare in the market. Most providers ask for a security deposit on top of an annual fee. Osome doesn't. For my client who struggled with KYC, Osome process is fully digital and guided. They walk you through exactly what you need, which cut out a lot of back and forth. And beyond incorporation, they handle your bookkeeping, tax filing, and compliance reminder. So where IRAS requires your ECI or Accra needs your annual return, it's handled. They have helped over 30,000 entrepreneurs in Singapore, Hong Kong, UK, at the UAE. So if you need to set up your company in Singapore, I've added a link in the description below. Use my referral link for 60% off in your first invoice. Alright, back to the video. Now let's talk about the numbers. No surprise. For a local Singapore founder, Osome Incorporation plus secretary package is $600 per year. That includes ACRA registration, company constitution, all post-incorporation documents, and your company secretary. If you need a registered address, add $300 per year on top. So all in all, for local founders, around $900 for 1 year. For a foreign founder, Osome fully compliant package starts from $3,772. This bundles everything. ACRA registration, nominee director for 1 year with no deposit required, registered address for 1 year, company secretary, annual filing returns, bookkeeping support, ECI filing, and financial statement. One price, everything covered. If you are thinking of eventually relocating to Singapore, there's also a fully compliant visa package for $3,822 that adds employment pass application support. So you can go from zero to incorporating to legally live here. If you are serious about going regional or global, set it up properly, set it up early, and don't cut corners on compliance. Now, if you have found this useful, like the video, consider subscribing to the channel. I cover Singapore business, finance, and investing, and I post every week to share what it's like to start a business here in Singapore.